Alright, I'm back for a video and I'm going to show how my airbrush station works. I'm going to go ahead and prime some pieces and let you watch, and you can actually just kind of see, possibly, how the excess paint just gets sucked right out the window and into that filter. I'm going to turn on the fan, and I don't know how loud it's going to be, so, and I got a text message. Alright, so I'm turning on the fan now. Wait for it to get to full speed like it is now, because with the loss of pressure, because it's cut off, it takes it a second to get going as fast as it could. I'm going to go ahead and prime Gundam Virtue's gun, and I have to put that on a skewer. Now there's no place to stick a skewer on the gun. There's no real holes or poly caps. So I put some masking tape on the tip of the bamboo, just kind of jam it in there into this little crevice. It's the best I can do. Normally I wouldn't actually touch the gun with my bare hands, but it's just an instructional video. And I take the spray paint with the baby's tooth in it. You see if I spray it kind of sideways, it sucks it out the window. Alright, now basically I'm going to adjust my light. I'll put on a light coat. It's not going to be completely covered. Make sure you get all the little nooks and crannies. I'm holding the can. Let me scoot up so you can actually see everything. Holding the can about a good 6 to 10 inches away from the actual piece. I think that's pretty well got it. I might have to get a better camera for doing these videos. Looks a little bumpy. I don't think it did a very good job of priming. But oh no, I just didn't get it covered all the way. It just looked bumpy because there's still gray peeking through. Basically what I did there was I went over it with a sticky coat, just barely getting paint on there, letting it stick to the actual plastic a little bit, and then I went over it with a heavier coat to stick to the sticky coat, which was between the model kit and the exterior layer of paint. What I'm going to do, because it's kind of lumpy, is I'm going to take my airbrush and just kind of spray it to kind of smooth out the paint a little bit, help it dry. Now what I'm noticing is I didn't sand this very well. I'm going to have to do a sanding video for people so they can kind of see what I screwed up on and talk to them about it. There's no paint or anything in my airbrush either. It's just normal air coming out. So, helping it dry, smoothing it out a little bit. Got that in closer. We got a primed part here. I know you're not going to be able to see it, but maybe you can. Right there. There's a ridge that I forgot to sand, and it is sticking out like a sore thumb. So what priming can teach you is some of your mistakes. Up here on the front of the gun, looks completely smooth, like it was molded as one piece. And the same here on the other side in most areas. but I can see easily the spots I missed. So the next time I sand a kit, I'm going to know what I needed to do. So yeah, basically I missed back here, because there's a ridge you can see in this light. I missed up here, see that ridge. But other than that, it looks pretty good. I mean, the spray's a little got orange peel is what it's called. That's right. I should have held the spray can closer. So learn from this mistake. I probably should have held it about somewhere between 4 and 8 inches instead of 6 to 10. Because what happened was, while the paint was flying through the air, it started to dry. So it's a little bumpy looking on the actual coat. You can't see it. From your point of view, it looks perfect, except for the sanding marks. But just think of the surface of an orange. It's kind of a little bit of bumps and craters. That's what it really looks like. Let's try again on Virtue's head. I'll hold it a little bit closer. I spent a lot of time sanding this one, so it should be better. Just kind of let that sticky coat get on there. I'll look and see how well we did this time. I know you can't see anything because I have my macro focus on. I put a little bit too much paint on one side and it's just a giant blob. So I'm going to take my airbrush and try to maybe smooth that out. I'm going to have to redo this. Well, this is a learning experiment. I can give him battle damage. Alright. I have one more piece I'm going to prime. I don't know if I have enough time. I'm at about the 8.5 minute mark. Oh, another thing I forgot is I should have worn gloves. This piece has a little bit of orange peel. Just really got to experiment to find the right distance to spray. Other than the slight orange peel, it looks pretty good. Except for I missed a spot on the bottom. Also notice I mostly spray in short bursts. Alright, that piece looks pretty decent. After those dry, I'll have to make another video about I guess how to sand over it and painting. So alright, I'm going to cut this here because we're at 9.5 seconds, or 9.5 minutes, so bye.